Frith. This week I'm meditating on what the Hávamál has to say about guests. In particular, some of the things that I've been reading about is about entering into a space and being aware not only of the surroundings and the environment and the people that are present, but also listening and watching conversations and being aware of what other people are talking about and what state people are in, and being wise about that, not setting ourselves up and putting ourselves in a position where we'll become a focal point or a channel for others to delve their negativity towards. Some other things that are talked about in particular are not just coming to a place to eat and drink, but also to add something to the conversation, to be able to ask questions and answer in return, to not just be a simpleton or a dummy, but to actually be involved in the conversation, to draw out people and their understanding so that we can learn and grow and connect. There's a couple different stanzas that talk about if we don't know, don't answer. Don't be stupid and pretend to know something, because that only makes us look stupid to those that actually do know. One stanza talks about not boasting, not tooting our own horn, because ultimately, for one, not many people like know-it-alls. I mean, I know I don't. And secondly, there's a tendency to create tension or competition with others, which ultimately, might turn well in our favor, but sometimes we'll be outwitted and outsmarted, and then where are we at? Which, I mean, that happens. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, because I've definitely put myself in the place where my foot's in my mouth, for me, part of that is a growth process, But the idea is to pay attention and to be sparing with our words and not set ourselves up. One other thing that I found important is, well, there's a lot of things that are important, but one thing that I really appreciate when I'm the host is that others, bring something of value. If it's not conversation or stories or something along those lines, then a little gift. That's it's definitely appreciated, and I make an effort to bring something, if it's one of my books or some jelly or that I made, or some seeds or anything, to just be thankful and thanks for hosting this gathering and bringing us together, and I appreciate that, and I'm showing that appreciation through my gifts, and yeah, so that's important. And all right, so one other thing I wanted to talk about. I mean, there's a few, and I'll put all the stanzas on my Patreon page with a little blib on each one of them. But one other thing I wanted to talk about, because I think it's important, is don't be a shit talker, don't be a gossiper, don't be a person that's going to be mocking and insulting to others, because you know what, that's just fucked up, and people that do that are an ass, and it really ruins the vibe of a gathering, and so yeah. Yeah, so check out the rest on my Patreon page, and I wish you well and peace and love and all that jazz, and I hope you have a great weekend. All right, be well and be blessed.